real facts. Welcome to Hard Facts.
I am Mary Ann Okon, and this is Hard Facts, where we separate truth from fiction. We're passionate about the hard-hitting stories that matter. Get ready to challenge your perception and discover the real world. Let's dive deep into the issues that affect our communities, revealing the untold stories and giving you a voice. No sensationalism, no bias, just raw, unadulterated truth. I am committed to delivering news without compromise. Hard facts as we know them, when we know them, and how they affect you. Every Monday through to Friday, 3 to 6 p.m. This will be your most authentic news experience starting now on 99.3 Nigeria Info. Let's talk. Are you tired of all the noise and speculation in the news? On Hard Facts, we cut through the clutter and get straight to the truth.
If only Fubra has been aware of the boo-boo trap, he would have understood in democracy there are bases for everybody to do accordingly.
Join us as we bring you the stories that matter. We go beyond the headlines to uncover the real facts and the core of every story.
We are doing this, we are doing that. At the end of the day, nothing good will come out. What did they promise us? They will be in charge of security and life and whatever. But what are we getting in return?
With in-depth analysis and experts interviews, Hard Facts delivers the truth that others dare not to reveal. Tune into Hard Facts every weekday, 3 to 6 p.m. and arm yourself with the knowledge you need to navigate today's complex world. Hard Facts, where the truth always prevails.
99.3 Nigeria Info.
Let's talk.
Is the nation's number one talk news and sports radio station, 99.3 Nigeria Info. This is Hard Facts, and I'm Marianne Okon. We're live from our audiovisual studios, and you can join us live on Facebook and on YouTube, Nigeria Info FM. Join the conversation on X. Use the hashtag Hard Facts. On WhatsApp, it's 0809597585. Thank God it's Friday. Well, it's just down Friday on this end of things. I don't know about you, but it's 1 hour, and we're changing things up. So every Friday we're going to have our big three as usual. We're changing things up. No more Hard Facts Awards. We're resting that for now, okay? So let's look at some big three stories for today. Lots is still happening. You know, when people ask you, how are you? You say, I'm going through a lot. And they say, really? You say, yes. Nigeria is a lot. Welcome to the show, guys. And you know how we start off the conversation on this side of the show. So this is how we do it.
Important news of the day. It's time for the Big Three Stories on Hard Facts. Tune in to our primetime show for the latest updates and in-depth analysis on the top stories making headlines. From breaking news to in-depth investigations, we bring you the facts you need to know. Join us as we delve into the biggest stories shaping our world today. Tune in to the Big Three every weekday, 3 to 4 p.m. and stay informed with the news that matters the most. Hard Facts, where the truth always comes first.
This is Hard Facts on Nigeria Info 99.3 FM. My name is Shego Arinze.
All right, let's go into the big three stories for today. Hard Facts, 99.3 Nigeria Info. My name is Marianne Okon, by the way. Let's look at the big three stories for today, shall we? Let's get into it. Fulbara impeachment of Fulbara deputy will continue, says Rivers lawmakers. At about 10 a.m. or past 10 a.m. this morning, we saw a live broadcast with Rivers lawmakers. The four who were asking for peace made a U-turn and, of course, joined the rest of the House of Assembly to say, well, we must continue with the proceedings in compliance with the law. And they have said that they will go ahead with the impeachment, and the governor will have to, be answerable to the members of the House of Assembly. But let me give you some background quickly. Yes, we've been following this Rivers story all week long. Apparently, members of the Rivers State House of Assembly have insisted that the impeachment process against Governor Siminalayi Fubara and his deputy, Professor Ngozi Odu, will continue, deciding or describing it as a solution to the political crisis in the state. The lawmakers made this known today during a live broadcast aired in front of the River State House of Assembly complex after the assembly failed to reconvene on Thursday as scheduled. Now, taking turns to address the media, legislators maintained that the impeachment proceedings were constitutional and in line with their legal responsibilities. In fact, the first few people I saw, 3 to 4 people who addressed the press as members of the House of Assembly, kept emphasizing that I'm an Ijaw man, I'm an Ijaw son, and I don't know if they were trying to make it not look like it was an attack on an Ijaw governor, but I don't think that all that matters. Whether they're Ijaw, whether they're Ogba Egbeman Doni, whether they are Ikwiri, whether they are Ugoni, they're all Rivers people. So for me, I didn't really understand the idea behind me. I'm from Akukotoro. I'm an Ijaw. On behalf of the Ijaw, please, guys. Yes, you're representing some people, but as far as I'm concerned, the law is the law. If you were going to do whatever you want to do in compliance with the law, go ahead and do it. Don't start making those tribal sentiments. Anyway, so that's just an aside. But here is the spokesperson of the governor, Sim Fubara, right after that live appearance on Arise Television, because the live broadcast was actually on Arise Television. And also, he decided to show up on Arise to make a case for the governor. Take a listen. This is Darlington Orji.
Oh, okay, Rufai, let me tell you. You see, when I tell you that people are playing to the gallery, the major problem in Rivers State is that the governor refused to present a supplementary budget. Now, recall that it's in public notice that the governor himself said that when he came back on board, that he has about 600 billion naira in the coffers of Rivers State government. That's what the governor said by himself. Now, after the crisis we had, the governor met with Martina Mehule, who is the Speaker of Rivers State House of Assembly, and Major Jack, the leader, and 3 other leaders or elders in Rivers State in one of the leaders' house, where they were discussing a way forward. In that meeting, the governor put up to them that we have agreed that we need to move forward. So there are 3 lawmakers that were on our side. That is Right Honorable Okon Jumbo, Sukari Goodboy Sukari, and the Adolphus needs to be recorded. Because remember that even the Supreme Court judgment covers them. That's one. And Martins raised in that meeting that the governor should present a supplementary budget, that the interest of Rivers State House of Assembly was not captured. And the governor said, we are in November. If the interest of Rivers State House of Assembly was not captured, me too, I did not make any input. And let us be patient. December is by the corner, 2025. When I will present the appropriation bill, every other interest that is not captured will be captured. There is no need. The year has already ended. And they said, you must present the budget. And the governor said, I don't have a need for supplementary budget. Record that the man that we know whether we have a need or not is the governor. And the man has said, I don't have a need because I have a running program. Yes, we did not envisage what happened to us, but the state of emergency came. We must live by the reality of times. I do not need more money. We have not implemented this budget to 100%. Okay.
So that is Darlington Orji, the special advisor to the governor on political affairs in Rivers State, speaking about what he presumes is or knows to be the source or the cause of this impeachment. Now, of course, I played this clip so that we can get some insight into the stories so far. Well, that's Darlington Orji speaking there. Let's move away from Rivers. Let's go to another story. Nigeria establishes task force to tackle medical errors, improve patient safety. Let me give you some background. Now, the federal government has established a national task force on clinical governance and patient safety to strengthen clinical oversight, prevent medical errors, and improve patient safety across Nigeria. The development was announced on Tuesday or Thursday evening, I beg your pardon, that was yesterday, by the Coordinating Minister of Health and Social Welfare, Mohammed Pate, via his X account, that's Twitter, where he shared the task force's mandate, terms of reference, and membership composition. He said, and I quote, "In furtherance of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu's renewed hope agenda and ongoing efforts to strengthen Nigeria's health system, the Federal Ministry of Health and Social Welfare has established the National Task Force on Clinical Governance and Patient Safety," Mr. Pate said. They said the task force will be chaired by Mr. Pate, with Minister of State for Health and Social Welfare Isiaq Salako serving as an alternate chair. The task force is established to support the development and operationalization of sustainable clinical governance and patient safety structures, standards, and accountability mechanisms that improve healthcare outcomes, enhance patient experience, and strengthens workforce performance across the Nigerian health system, Pate noted. And just so if you're wondering why this is happening all of a sudden, it's because they want to address medical negligence, which has continued to ravage, unfortunately, our medical and healthcare system. Many have gone unreported. Many have flown under the radar. But there's no how, as an onlooker or anyone who's listening, that you would not think that if big man begin not been die or famous person begin not been die, the federal government would not have taken this position, would they? Because several people, I mean, I'm sure on this show we've talked about in River State when we were living in Port Harcourt. So many things happen. They use torchlight to do operations. Somebody forgot some scissors inside somebody's, all kinds of things. And sometimes they flew under the radar. So if something didn't happen to Chimamanda Adichie's child or son, and I really, my love to her and her family, and I just pray, that God comforts them, because it's a tough thing to lose a loved one, especially a child. But if this didn't happen, government wouldn't have come alive to their responsibilities, would they? And of course, this would be a wake-up call to the Nigerian Medical and Dental Association. It has to be friends of our famous boxer that would make the government of the day to realize that it's time to take these trucks out of the roads, and not, they just park there. Okay, now something is done. It takes a Chimamanda Adichie to lose her son for us to set up a task force that will promote patient safety and tackle medical errors. Why do we wait till it happens to the big man's son? Does this also reflect poorly on our country that, the average person has no hope, has no helper? They just, we abandon them to fate. But when he hits one of our own or one of their own, and I'm not in any way saying that Chimamanda is a politician, but I'm just saying when he hits the high and mighty, a lot of noise is made, and then they realize that, we need to do something. What does that say about us? And finally, on the Daily Trust newspaper, alleged 1.3 billion naira fraud. Supreme Court voids Lamido's son's acquittal. Apparently, he had been acquitted. But the Supreme Court has come back to say, not too fast, come back. Let's look over this case again. Now, the Supreme Court has nullified the acquittal of former governor of Jigawa State, Sule Lamido, and his two sons in a 1.35 billion corruption trial in a unanimous verdict today. A 5-member panel held that the appeal by the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission (EFCC) against the acquittal of Lamido and his sons Mustafa and Aminu, I beg your pardon, had merit. So apparently the EFCC had appealed. In the main judgment read by Justice Abubakar Sadiq Umar, the Apex Court also set aside the judgment of the Court of Appeal, which had quashed the trial. Consequently, the Supreme Court said that Lamido and his two sons should go back to the Federal High Court and defend themselves from the EFCC allegations. QET. Let's talk. 0201 277 0993 465 7190. You could join the conversation on Facebook and on YouTube. Post your comments on our live stream. If it's not Rivers, it's our healthcare sector. If it's not that, it's the EFCC and our sticky fingers politicians. Let's talk, guys. I'm Marianne Okon, and this is Hard Facts. Hello.
Yeah. Marianne, good afternoon.
What's your name and where are you calling from?
You answer me now. I'm calling from...
Oh, God, say your name and where you're calling from. We don't have time for this.
I'm calling from Ajah, bless. So, it's a serious issue in Nigeria. We are not going to blame the government alone. See, Marianne, individual behavior we are behaving in hospital are the reason why some of the cause of death happen. See, there was a time even my brother self went to the hospital. The way the doctor was just looking at him as if nothing is going on. They don't have the fear of God inside them. A process where there is no love inside woman, that is how the human being will behave. So my brother have to go back to our state and go and do it over there.
All right.
Several things that happen. I don't want to be saying it look as if I'm disgracing them.
All right. So, thank you very much for calling. All right. 60 seconds is all you have. Please go straight to the point. Hello, welcome to Hard Facts.
Hello, good afternoon, Mary.
Good afternoon. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
Uzoma.
Go ahead, please.
I want to talk about Subala and his people. This one, I was keen listening to the interview of the SA to Subala. I heard what he was saying, that there's no need for Subala to go and present supplementary. That he said that he have enough money to manage for now. And the House of Assembly insists that he must go and bring. In fact, if you look at this thing, they're not fighting for the betterment of the state of the River State people. Only for their selfish ends. Money. Immediately that man finished, I saw some group of women and men that came. They said that they are from just from Fubara own place. They are coming to fight their own son. To fight that they must update this, continue this impeachment. And let them impeach him. Let them take over his seat, and let the man be, and let the man have rest of mind. The wahala is too much. Money will not finish.
All right, thank you very much for calling. 60 seconds is all you have, please. Go straight to the point. So, for those of you who do not understand, I will play that clip again so you hear what the argument of the Fubara side is. Hello, welcome to Hard Facts. 0201 277 0993 0201 465 7190. You can join the conversation if you're a woman. 0201 465 7190. Welcome to Hard Facts.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. What's your name? Where are you calling from? All right, Chiku, go ahead, please.
For River State, yeah, we've given so much credence to their stupidity. Let's just allow them to sort themselves out. Let's just allow nature to work that state out as it should be. Then for the medical negligence, government setting up institution for medical negligence, I hope what happened
You are
to Chima?
listening.
I'm so sorry, we have to go on a break.
99.3 Nigeria Info.
99.3 Nigeria Info. Let's talk.
Unstoppable you, fueling your vitality the whole day through. Embrace each challenge with renewed might. With Supermalt, your performance takes flight.
With 20 essential vitamins, minerals, and nutrients, one Supermalt multivitamin after breakfast every day keeps you going.
Hey, 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 Lagos! It's the festive season. And while we love the Christmas food, we love the lights, we love the vibe, most importantly, it is the season of giving. And that's why we here at Cool FM, Wazobia, Niger Info, Kids FM, and Mommy B Gift want you to join us in giving. Give away what you can, your old books, old school shoes, old bags, and of course, it doesn't need to be old for you to give it away. You can give away new things too. And other contributions also matter, like financial contributions. That's right, Lagos. You know that school fees can be a pain. So imagine for those who have less. All you need to do is bring them to our office here at 267A Etim Inyan Crescent, Victoria Island, Lagos this holiday season, and on New Year, we will deliver it to the less privileged. It's the Mommy Gift Initiative, supported by Cool Wazobia Info Kids FM. So, where do you have to go to give this away? It's 267A Etim Ian Crescent, Victoria Island, Lagos. For more information, call 0809 992 0254. Repeating that number one more time. For more information on how to give to the less privileged, please call 0809 992 0254. Happy holidays.
Rushing out? Don't skip the goodness. Grab a Yeah Apple flavored milk drink. Creamy, fruity, and full of life.
Hot turn up your vibe with Yeah Pineapple flavored milk drink. Smooth, tropical, and busting with fun.
And when you need that citrus kick, Yeah Orange flavored milk drink has your back. Zesty flavor, creamy goodness. It's the taste that says, yeah!
Say yeah, 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 yeah. Your flavored milk drink. Say yeah to goodness.
Apple, pineapple, or orange. Whatever your mood, there is a yeah waiting for you.
Yeah flavored milk drink. Taste the yeah vibes.
If you're interested in becoming an agent and joining our team, please call 091 156 88888.
Stay fixed on the station that talks.
Every time killing. Will the president come to fight again?
Where are the police and everything? Now you're talking about state police.
Now we did well.
Atiku rejects call to step down.
Atiku is the owner of ATC.
EFCC has stated that former governor Yahaya Bello remains innocent.
The way and manner our environment has been configured to cause for a great concern.
Historical evidence of this current administration. There's a trust issue.
What Riley Moore said was that America will not stand by.
I like what Trump is doing. It's just like God reason for this.
I want to thank you guys, Nigeria Info, at least for allowing us to speak and letting us know what is going on in the country.
All conversation, all day.
On 99.3 Nigeria Info.
Let's talk.
This is Hard Facts. This is the Big Three.
The Big Three.
On Hard Facts.
On 99.3 Nigeria Info.
And yes, we are live from our audiovisual studios here in Itamian Crescent, Victoria Island, Lagos. It's still the Big Three on Hard Facts. We're looking at what's happening in Rivers State, obviously. We're looking at Sticky Fingers, Lamido and his two sons. And of course, the health sector, well, the federal government has put together a task force to tackle medical errors, improve patient safety. And I'm asking, if it did he have to take Chimamanda's son's death for the federal government and the Ministry of Health and the Dental and Medical Association to come alive to their responsibility. Okay, again, with the issue of River State, I'm going to play you that clip again. From the governor's angle, they're saying that, look, it's not what it seems. We already had a supplementary... Why are you crossing my camera, Mr. Wale? You're distracting me. Please close the door and leave my studio. Thank you. And you're still crossing my camera. Anyway, I was saying that why do we have to listen to both sides of these arguments from River State if, it looks like it's going to be a never-ending battle? Like one of the callers said, maybe we should just stop talking about River State. That way, we can move on to other issues and they'll sort themselves out. But they keep coming to the media. Early this morning, members of the House of Assembly came out to say, we're going on with the impeachment. The governor is saying, well, I mean, who are these people? I'm only giving you airtime because, you see, you people are not even authentic members of the House. Although, Darlington Oji, who is a spokesperson of the governor, had this to say about the situation. By the way, ladies and gentlemen, this video is courtesy of Arise Television, but listen carefully to what...
Rufai, let me tell you, you see, when I tell you that people are playing to the gallery, the major problem...
Sincere apologies for the double sound. Please take a listen.
When I tell you that people are playing to the gallery, the major problem in Rivers State is that the governor refused to present a supplementary budget. Now, recall that it's in public notice that the governor himself said that when he came back on board, that he has about 600 billion naira in the coffers of Rivers State government. That's what the governor said by himself. Now, when after the crisis we had, the governor met with Martina Mehule, who is the Speaker of Rivers State House of Assembly, and Major Jack, the leader, and 3 other leaders or elders in Rivers State in one of the leaders' house, where they were discussing a way forward. In that meeting, the governor put up to them that one, we have agreed that we need to move forward. So there are 3 lawmakers that were on our side. That is Right Honorable Okon Jumbo, Sukari Goodboy Sukari, and the Adolphus needs to be recorded, because remember that even the Supreme Court judgment covers them. That's one. And Martins raised in that meeting that the governor should present a supplementary budget, that the interest of Rivers State House of Assembly was not captured. And the governor said, we are in November. If the interest of Rivers State House of Assembly was not captured, me too, I did not make any input. And let us be patient. December is by the corner, 2025. When I will present a appropriation bill, every other interest that is not captured will be captured. There is no need. The year has already ended. And they said, you must present the budget. And the governor said, I don't have a need for supplementary budget. Record that the man that we know whether we have a need or not is the governor. And the man has said, I don't have a need because I have a running program. Yes, we did not envisage what happened to us, but the state of emergency came. We must live by the reality of times. I do not need more money. We have not implemented this budget to 100%. Remember that the lifespan of every appropriation bill is 12 months. Even though the framers of the Constitution never envisaged that in between there will be state of emergency that led to the presentation of budget by a bus. So the lifespan of that budget is still running. If the governor have said, don't be worried, by December, we are going to present a new appropriation bill where all interest that was not captured initially will be captured. And they insisted because they want to satisfy their ego and all of that. So as it stands today, the governor do not need more money aside what is appropriated.
All right. Well, that is Darlington Oji there speaking on behalf of the Rivers State governor, saying that, look, this particular budget was passed by the military, I almost said military administrator. The administrator, the River State administrator who was there, Ibokete Ibas. Now, most importantly, he's saying, look, we cannot change it. Let's wait when this particular budget leaves our or rather lives out its span, then we can now bring a supplementary budget. But what I'm guessing, and I'm not taking sides, I'm guessing that the State House of Assembly is saying, well, if the country has two budgets running concurrently, who are we in River State that we can't have two budgets running concurrently? Yeah. And of course, the argument and the debate continues. Where do we do? I'm shattered. 0201-277-0993, Just this story just stresses me. Hello, welcome to Hard Facts.
Good afternoon, Maria.
You're not supposed to call the female line. Welcome to Hard Facts.
Hello, Mera. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
My name is Ndubisi, calling from Ijaniki.
Go ahead.
Marian, I want to ask a question. So, something must happen before our government will wake up and do something. If Chimamanda's son did not die, Nigerian government will not do anything concerning health center in Nigeria. If Attorney Joshua did not have accident on the Ibadan Expressway, they will not ask trailers to park out of the road. Nigerian government is a shame to Nigerian government too. They don't know their work. They just occupy office, looting money. They don't know what to do to secure the citizens of the country. They only for themselves, for their family, their children, the way they live office, their children inherit the office. That is what they're after. It's a shame to them. God bless you, Marian.
Thank you for calling 0201-277-0993 for the males. For the females, 0201-465-7190. Please, if you're a man, don't call the female line. Welcome to Hard Facts.
Hi, Marian. Good
Hi.
afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Hello?
Good afternoon. Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Welcome on the show, Marian.
Thank you.
Marian, I don't know why you took away Hard Facts this thing awards from us, so I don't know. Anyway, let's start chiming on this one. Marian, indeed, the life of the average Nigerian who has no money, no local standing in the society, or knows someone in top positions of power is a ticking time bomb waiting to happen. Suddenly, everyone is talking about doctors' negligence because it happened to a prominent person, neglecting the fact that this has been a systemic failure that has been endemic in the medical sector for ages now in this country. Except realize that all lives matter, Marian, won't make a headway in this country. When other people who on the low way happen, nothing happens. But now it only happen to the mighty. I just pray this goes round. Thank you very much.
All right. Thank you, Mr. Bowley, for calling. Welcome to Hard Facts. Hello.
Hello.
Good afternoon. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
This is Wale calling from Ayoko.
Go ahead.
On River State, a child that said his mother won't sleep, he himself will not sleep. So far, Kuba has taken it as a responsibility to make Wike and his men not to have peace. He himself will not have peace. That's for that. On the earth issue, I think for a change to happen, there will be something that will trigger it. When the Arab thing happened, it was a man who burned himself in Tunisia that caused it. So it's quite unfortunate what happened to Adeshi. But if that is what will make the government go full force in sanitizing our health sector, so be it. And even though they are already doing it before, and not only in health sector, in every sector of the society, that's what they are doing in education. So this government is trying a lot to build the health sector. And for the Gigawa, him and his son, it's not only that you go after all the leaders of ADC. Is it Peter Obi? Is it Atiku? Is it the grass cutter man?
All right. Thank you very much for calling, Wale. All right. All the members of the ADC. Oh, yeah. I remember this is the guy that told me that there are no people wanted with EFCC cases in the APC. It's just the ADC. Interesting times. Welcome to Hard Facts.
Good evening, Miriam.
What's your name? Where are you calling from?
This is Mr. Chris from Ogun State.
Go ahead.
Yeah, please. Fubara and Wiki should stop all this drama. They are causing a psychological problem in River State. As for the health sector that concerns Chimamanda, if you read that story very well, that child was having that ailment with him even before coming to the before coming to Nigeria. Why risk the health of that child and bring him to Nigeria? Oh, then you are blaming the health sector for this negligence. You should have known that Nigerian health sector.
What do you
is
mean
very
by you
poor.
should have known? Do you tell yourself that you're going to fall ill wherever it catches you? What kind of talk is this, please?
Yeah, you know that Nigerian health sector. Is
I don't
very
understand what you're insinuating. So you tell your body when to fall ill and where it should happen. I don't understand. What do you mean by why did she bring her child to a Nigerian? What kind of conversation is this?
No, don't get me wrong. According to the news, that child was having an ailment. Why risk that kind of chance to bring the child to Nigeria, even if you are coming on holidays?
Okay. Thank you very much for calling. This is a very sensitive issue, and I'd really beg that we try not to be insensitive about it, because the wise and had I known, none of this is going to raise that child from the dead. Hello.
Good afternoon. My name is Chuku from Bota. I did not complete my line of thought before you went for your break.
Sorry about that.
Now,
quickly.
I wish what happened to Chimamanda had happened to somebody like Nyesom Wike, so that the lesson will properly drive home. But I know somebody like Wike will never be careless enough to send their word to Nigerian hospitals. So that is how bad the society, that is how bad our sectors, that is how bad the system is in Nigeria. We don't even know where to start to fix the mess we are in. Thank you.
Thank you very much for calling. I do appreciate it. I want to read some messages quickly and then I'll come back to the phone lines, okay? Please, pardon me. On WhatsApp, it's 0809597585. You could also send a message on Facebook. We're live on Facebook and on YouTube. This one says, impeachment of Fubara will not stop except Wike counters it. He's the only person behind it. Johnny Todo. This one says, please, which stage is Wild Wild movie of century in Rivers State? What has Wike, the movie director, and his assembly drama boys done again? Have they sold the state to their political merchants or driven everyone who's not a Wike supporter out of the state? I need an update, please. Steve. Ayo here says, Fubara and Wike saga may bring down Rivers. Let's see how impeachment goes. If no celebrity is a casualty in our health saga, no improvement. Our government are less concerned about the roots of the system. Supreme Court is fast to deliver judgment on people who are not aligned with the APC, and it says it is well. Obinna from Ikeja here says, my question is, why are they even putting up the deputy for impeachment also? The speaker is also being pushed up to become acting governor. Looks like a subtle coup, because if they take out the governor and deputy, the speaker becomes the acting governor, and so they have unfettered access to the treasury. The deputy governor has virtually no power to influence anything. Why is she up for impeachment? Also, Obina, I have no answers to these questions. Namdi from Ikpaja here says, having listened to the spokesperson of the River State House of Assembly on channels and Mr. Oji on Arise this morning, it is obvious that the current impeachment plan is about money. If you also think back to the beginning of all of this, remember what Fubara first said, that he was not going to hand over the resources of Rivers people to Wike. That was we've all forgotten, because the lines have been blurred so much that, if it's not one thing, it's another. Anyway, he says this impeachment plan will fail. Namdi, I don't think it will fail, because already they're saying it's on course. Tony from Aja says, I remember vividly in June 25, 2025, the Nigerian Senate approved 1.485 trillion for River State budget under the declared emergency that was sent to the National Assembly and presented to Tinubu. Now, what has happened to that budget? As far as I'm concerned, these are jobless people, and Martin, the speaker, just wants to be acting governor, because what's the offense of the deputy governor to Fubara all the way, Tony says. Interesting debate, and it goes on, it continues. But when will it end? Especially for those who need development in River State. And just like somebody's message said, this might just destroy the state completely. And what is going to be left for Wike? I'm thinking about it, because it's a struggle. But is it for the soul of the state, or for the coffers of the state. I don't know. Hello, welcome to Hard Facts. Hello.
Hello?
Good afternoon. Turn off your radio, please.
Yes, Miriam, I've turned it off. We have to know that you have picked before we, do something to the radio.
Go ahead.
Thank you. My name is Ambrose.
Yeah.
The case of Nigeria is the more you see, the less you see. And like you always say, if you understand Nigeria, you have a problem. I don't want to talk about Wiki again, but this same question that one of the people who sent messages asked was the question I asked. Was it last week or this week? If you are impeaching the governor, what has the deputy governor done? Because we have always known that the deputy governor is a spare tire. Martin Samawule wants to become governor by all means so that resources, they can actually have access to it. I think that is what is playing out. And it's not as if I'm supporting Fubara, because he's a typical politician. And at the end of the day, whatever we are talking now, maybe when he leaves, we'll also see his own, side. But the problem is that we are only supporting democracy so that democracy can work in this country, not for one person to hijack the whole River State. So I don't want to talk about Wike for me. It has become a drama.
All right. Thank you very much for calling. Welcome to Hard Facts. I'm so sorry. Please call me back. Welcome to Hard Facts.
Hello, Marian. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
Yeah, my name is Bolaji from Ijoku.
Go ahead.
Yes, I don't want to go too much into political situation in the country because it's already a mess. It's in comatose already. Because where politics is being played without any rule, so it's free for all. That is it. That's the hard fact. So there are some hard facts I would like to know. So the hard fact is that the conversation on our mineral resources, we only have this thing on budget, crude on budget, but other 45 mineral resources we have left it out, and nobody is talking about it. Please, Marianne, just bring somebody to your studio there and let them come and explain to us why are they not including all these things in the budget? Why are they engaging foreigners to take away our resources with the collaboration of politicians?
All right.
Please.
All right.
Please.
Thank you very much for calling. Next week, I want to focus on things that really affect you and I. I want to talk about housing. There are lots of homeless people in Lagos. Yeah, mostly created by the government. When was the last time you saw a low-cost housing built by the government, subsidized for you? Yeah, Monday. We're talking about that. Welcome to Hard Facts.
Hello, Marianne.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Yes.
Yes, this is Femi.
Go ahead.
Calling you from Elegushi.
Mm-hmm.
Marianne, I think the issue of River State is because we are discussing it too much. It's just like this case can go, this matter can go as far as to the old tenure finish, and even next one they will still, this Rivers matter will still as far as
they'll still be fighting.
Like we get like wala. So it will still continue. We will not stop talking about it because will stop. But where I'm liking it is the fact that this health issue has come up because in 2001. My sister will undergo this thing, operation that the doctor left a stencil in her. During the reoperation, we reoperated it and removed it out, but she didn't survive. She died. Supposing it was this time, that doctor would have seen hello because she's the one that killed my sister. So I love this. I know Nigeria, if anything should happen, then something will be fixed. Let it be happening so that things will be fixed. We want it like that. Yeah.
Okay, thank you for calling. I'd rather not anybody else dies as a result of medical negligence or medical misconduct. I mean, because you do not want anyone, not even you, to be a sacrificial lamb. So I'd rather that it doesn't happen and people be on their toes. Hello.
Hello. Good afternoon, Mary Anna Makam.
Good afternoon. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
It's Joyce from Eba.
Joyce, go ahead, please.
How are you today?
Good.
Please, this problem of rivers is money and power that is causing this problem. nothing more, nothing less. It's money, power. We should allow Fubara to finish the 4 years. He has not finished his 4 years. Why are the lawmakers after him trying to impeach him? It's not good. Let them allow him. Yes?
Okay.
It's not good.
All right.
And it's the people that, Rivers people that are suffering this thing. Business is not moving. People are complaining. Look at the economy is not moving. And you put another problem on their head. It's not good. Thank you. Enjoy yourself.
Thank you, Joy, for calling. I do appreciate it. Hello, welcome to Hard Facts.
Lilian, good afternoon.
Good afternoon. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
My name is Robert. The same people that the last caller said are suffering and complaining. Were they not the same people that put their rappers on ground for Wiki when you visited that state? I think last or 2 weeks ago. What are we talking about? See, let me tell you, I want these so-called lawmakers, the political hyenas of River State, to continue with this their so-called impeachment. They should go ahead. Let's even see the end. If Fubara will succumb to them, if River State belongs to them, let us see. It's enough. I'm tired of all these things now. For God's sake, you want to dip into the cookie jar. The man said no. You say you must do it, or heaven will fall. Let them go. Let's see the end of this thing. Thank you.
Thank you, Robert, for calling. I appreciate it. I've got about 3 more minutes on the clock. I want to read some messages. So let me start with Facebook and then I'll go to WhatsApp. This one says, Monday Babalo, the governor of Edo State, who couldn't pronounce billions in figure. Sorry. We're not talking about Monday Babalo. Anyway, he says, for River State, it's unfortunate that you have an emperor, Wike, destroying the peace of River State and a puppet governor who doesn't have a mind of his own, has been tossed around. Now he's about to be impeached. Okay. Thank you very much for your message. This one's from Larry, and he says, what happened to our regular... This is the regular program. Get with the program, please. This is the new regular program on Hard Facts for Friday. Yes, welcome to 2026. He said, I believe it will be returned like yesterday. I don't understand. Who's going to return it? This is 2026. This is the change. All right, I can take one last call so that we can wrap things up here. All right, let's go. Welcome to Hard Facts. What's your name and where are you calling from?
My name is Stephen. I'm calling from Ikorodu.
Go ahead, please.
You see, the problem in River State is the masses in Nigeria, they are very poor. So anybody can just push them anyhow. If not, I don't see why we came to go to River State. They are putting their cloth on the ground for that matter. Now, but putting confusion too much in River State. I pray that one day he will leave office. And then we'll have his case before God. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much. Well, unfortunately, God is not a politician. God doesn't care about these things. That's the thing. Welcome to Hard Facts. You have 60 seconds, please.
Hello, brother. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
I'm not calling from maybe.
Yeah.
You know, the problem we have in this country now is this godfatherism that our politicians are using now to install somebody if they want to leave the office. The governors, if they want to leave the office, let them leave, and they leave people to choose the people that will serve them. This godfatherism now is spreading all and up and down. It happened in Imo State during the time of Rogers when he went to put his sons-in-law. It happened in Kogi State. Here in Lagos State, the same thing. River State, look at where we came now with Fubara. From state of emergency to state of agreement is agreement. That's what they are. Yes. And that agreement is what is killing River State. And the statesmen there, they are not talking. The leaders there.
All right.
But what they know is this 2023 up to now, River State
I
has
have
never
to let
improved
you
for
go
anything.
because of time. Thank you so much.
From
for
state
calling.
of emergency to state of agreement is agreement. That's what they are. And this.
Thank you so much. I'm letting you go because I'm out of time completely. Okay, so when we come back from this break, I can take a few messages and then finally say my goodbyes, okay? This is Hard Facts, 99.3 Nigeria Info.
Hot Fact with Marianne Okon. We'll be right
More
back.
conversation, more talk, more right after this.
I am Malario, the king of malaria parasites.
99.3 Nigeria Info. We are more than just radio. Subscribe to our YouTube channel at Nigeria Info FM. Check us out on Facebook at Nigeria Info 99.3. Follow us on Twitter at Nigeria Info FM and on Instagram at Nigeria Info FM Lagos for live updates as it happens. 99.3 Nigeria Info. Let's talk.